Hey, I'm Adam,
I'm Matt.
and we are with Jess from
100.3.
100.3 The Bear.
Yeah, and of course from 3 Days Grace. So we went through kind of a pretty wild day at Rockin Thunder here today. I understand you were holed up at the mall, West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was in the mall.
Was that your first experience of West Edmonton Mall?
I think I've been there before, but many, many years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I took my son there just
Awesome.
to check it out. It was. I didn't realize there was a storm happening outside. I had no idea until we left and it was wet and people were saying there was a storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you call a festival Rockin Thunder, and then
There you
it's
go.
Rockin Thunder.
What do you
outside.
expect?
Yeah, what do you expect?
We needed it. We absolutely needed it. I've seen kind of a wave of friends that I went to high school with that have been watching your guys' shows at different points in Canada. I had a couple friends that were at Rockin Thunder in Winnipeg, and it's all kind of that same nostalgic thing where they're like, I've been listening to these guys since high school. So has that kind of been the point in your career where people have kind of followed you since day one, or do you find you kind of pick up people along the way?
It seems like a little bit of both. Like, yeah, a lot of people that are, I don't know, it's very nostalgic for them. And then they've been fans from day one. But we're meeting a lot of our fans that bring their kids, like, like they're, from here to whatever. So it's starting to become a generational thing, which is crazy,
for sure.
Yeah.
There are a lot of young kids in 3 Days Grace shirts out there right now. I can tell you that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And they were the only ones that were helping me sing on the microphone. So they'll
Really?
be,
Good.
Nice.
So the fact that all of you guys have kind of known each other too since you were really young, who would you say out of the band has changed the most and the least? And if you care to throw examples in there.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, that's a hard question. We've all changed in different ways, I guess. But, that's a tough question because no one really drastically changed, I don't think. But
No, like I think within the last 10 years, the change that I made anyway was a pretty big one, just being clean and sober and stuff. I spent pretty much my whole entire youth not that way. So that's a big change.
Absolutely it is.
But as for like, I don't know who's changed the most. We've all changed, I think, in different ways. But
we grew up.
Yeah.
better ways for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry that you've obviously been asked this question a ton, and maybe you can answer too if you think that you will ever not be asked this question, but just maybe how the process has been for you guys now that you're touring. You've done an album with 2 lead singers.
Mm-hmm.
It's been awesome. Like we just went over to Europe for the second time on this leg, and it was pretty crazy. We played places we've never played before. We played Istanbul, Turkey,
Nice.
and then we flew to Winnipeg. So it's just been we've been all over the place, and we don't take it for granted, and we're lucky to be able to do what we do.
Do you wish this would have happened sooner? I mean, you can't go back and change the past, or do you think that just maybe finding this collaboration together with you guys was meant to be?
Yeah, I think it was absolutely meant to be, and I think it happened at the right time. I think any earlier probably would have been different. Who knows? But I think everything kind of happened throughout the entire process. Everything happened sort of at the right times, and it had to happen. Yeah.
I don't want to say what's the secret per se, but I think 3 Days Grace did and has continued to do something that maybe not a lot of Canadian bands can do, is you guys are like internationally insanely successful. So can you maybe speak to what worked in your favor, or what you think it was, if you had the spark or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we've just always written, like our songs have always been from a real place. And we hear that a lot when we meet people that, the songs really hit them in a certain way. And I think we've always tried to keep it that way. And we've had, we've been fortunate that we've had the success we have, Yeah.
Cool. Is it kind of just balls to the wall touring, alienation, or like how much are you guys writing and planning what's next in between for 3 Days Grace?
Yeah, like after this month, we're going to take a couple months off, and then we're back out on the road. But we've already started getting ideas together and stuff. And we're going to start writing a new record next year.
Very good. Okay, looking forward to that. So 2 questions that I'm asking everyone this weekend at Rockin Thunder Fest. One, what gives you the most hope or maybe confidence on where rock music is headed right now?
I guess just that, we were talking about earlier, like there's kids that are coming out to the shows with their parents, and like kids are into rock now, and like even like the early 2000s stuff is super popular with like teenagers now, and like divorced dad rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's definitely made a comeback, and the younger generations are loving it. So
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, it's a lot different than when we first started, just with the amount of bands that are out there and the amount of music that you can access now online. I think it really helps with getting new bands that you'd never hear of otherwise out there. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I wanted to mention this because I was talking with a lot of people, where they first heard 3 Days Grace, and I was talking with Rick Campanelli about it because I first heard you guys on the Much Music Countdown, and I will forever remember it as that way. So
That's awesome. Yeah, that's hilarious.
yeah, Rick's a legend.
Yeah.
And just your message to Edmonton was my final parting note, I guess.
Thanks for always supporting us. Like Edmonton has always rocked for us, so thank you, Edmonton.
Yeah, we love Edmonton. We've been here so many times over the years, and it's amazing every time. So yeah, thank you.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Have a great show.
Thanks.
Edmonton's best rock, 100.3 The Bear.